Coach Harbaugh's always, been there for me, and it was great getting some advice from him. And now that I'm back, when I told him I called, Coach, I'm coming back, he was happy.
You got to start in a good place. You had your corn cob eating celebration last year. So I got to ask where your inspiration comes from. Is it during a game? Is it beforehand? You practicing in the mirror? What are you doing?
I was thinking, we were in a hotel in Nebraska, and there was corn, like wallpaper, all on the wall. I'm like, okay, what should I do if I score today, And get the fans going. I mean, they were mad at me, but I'm talking about my fans, get them going, And I'm like, you know what? I'm looking around the wallpaper in the hotel room, getting ready for the game. I'm gonna eat some corn tonight. And that's what I did. We scored it. It was a close game too, man. And so I scored, and I started eating the corn and stuff, and everyone's screaming at me. They have like a cage down below and getting middle fingers and stuff. It was good, man. But that's where it came from. It was wallpaper on the hotel, and it was just a bunch of corn. I'm like, that's what I'm gonna do. So it's all love, man. It's all love.
That's awesome. Look, that's not what got you Big Ten Running Back of the Year, but it was part of it. I mean, the performances you put together last year were legendary. If season got cut short, we know Heisman was certainly in the conversation, but where does that award rank for you in your football lifetime? Because you're the first player from Michigan to ever do it.
It means a lot because we've had some great running backs, with my coach, being the best. Coach Mike Hart, shout out to Coach Hart. But, it means a lot. It means, it's kind of like a team award as well. My offensive line, great. Great group of guys up front, and they paved some holes for me. I made them look good a little bit. We work together, make each other look good. But it means a lot because there have been so many great running backs that have come through Michigan, and so it's kind of like a honor to all of them. Like, Michigan can be like a RBU, but it means a lot.
This is how I know you're a smart guy, though. First thing you do is, my coach is the best one ever.
He's
the guy.
He's a legend, man. He's a legend. You can't go wrong. And in the stat book, it doesn't matter. Coach Hart's him.
So, look, athletes all the time, we always say this in broadcasting, that we're never finished products. If you're a finished product, you should retire. Athletes are the same way, where every year you're getting a little bit better and a little bit better, but I'm not really sure how much more you can do after what you did last year.
Man.
So what are you fine-tuning? How do you keep getting better? What are you focusing on each year?
Yeah, each year, everyone says I want to get 1% better, and I really believe that, So, I go back, watch film. All right, how can my blocking techniques, are they good? What can I critique? My cutting, am I getting close enough on them? Am I cutting too far away? Just really working on and fine-tuning everything I've been doing since the age of 5 or 6. And really, you just like I said, like we say, like the hay's not in the barn, or not in the barn, something like that, and it's never in the barn, Even maybe going into the game, that playbook with that practice, yeah, all those practices are in the barn now going into the game, but when it comes to techniques and your ability to get better, it's never in the barn, man. And so I'm always trying to, how good can I get? How great can I be? And that's what I'm chasing.
Is there anybody in particular you watch on film and say, all right, if I can emulate this, I can do this a little bit better?
Barry Sanders all the way, man. I know I couldn't really watch him. I was too young and before my time a little bit, but on YouTube, that's all I watch. Barry Sanders, the way how elusive he was, his cutting ability, how no one never touched. He was just so smooth, and I watch him all the time and try to emulate, what he did. Because, my opinion, he's the greatest running back ever. Some people might say Walter, but I like Barry.
Best make you miss running back of all time. I can promise you that much. What were your conversations like with Coach Harbaugh when you decided and you told him, I want to come back, or you talked it through with him? I know that was a big decision for you.
Big decision, and I went up to Coach Harbaugh's office. I said, can I get some advice, Coach? Because he's that type of guy. You can just sit down, he'll keep it real with you. I was like, what would you do? Would you declare, or would you come back? And he was like, it's up to, what do you want? What do you want out of all of this? And I started thinking about what he said, and, I came back, but, Coach Harbaugh's always, been there for me, and, it was great getting some advice from him, and, now that I'm back, when I told him I called, Coach, I'm coming back, he was happy. He was happy, man.
How much of that was unfinished business for you?
All of it. Unfinished business on the football field, unfinished business in my degree, unfinished business in the community. All of it was unfinished, So now I'm back. I got my degree. Now it's football season and in the community too. And so, those are my focuses right now. Unfinished business.
How special was getting your degree for you?
Oh, it was really special because I'm the first in my family to do it. So it meant a lot to me. It meant a lot to my family. It just feels good, like leading the way. Setting a new standard. For my sisters, for my future kids. Just setting that standard. Like it felt great.
That's legit, man. That's legit. Look, my college roommate, I went to school at Syracuse, Northeast, right?
Okay.
My college roommate's from Virginia,
Okay.
and he played football. And all he would talk about is football in Virginia. It's the best of the best, that high school football, that Friday night in Virginia is special. So tell me, football in Virginia, what makes it different?
So I didn't play football in high school in Virginia.
Okay, where'd you end up going?
Maryland.
Okay, so DMV though. DMV. All right, so tell me DMV football.
DMV football, best football. Yeah, some
Best.
people say Texas, some people say Florida. I ain't never lose to a Florida team. I played Miami Central in high school, played IMG, beat them. So we did lose to Miami today. So Bryce Young, he had a great game. I ran for like 250, but Bryce Young, he was back there audibling and everything. But DMV by far, we're pretty good at football and basketball, man.
Well, listen, you bring up that Southern Cal. I wanted to ask you, along with the NFL stuff, I know you talked to Coach Harbaugh, but how much did it, seeing Zach Charbonnet get drafted, someone that you were in a running back room with, someone that when you got to Michigan, you guys were grinding together, how much did that moment where you say, oh, he's shaking the commissioner's hand, or oh, he's going to be playing on an NFL team, like how much confidence does that build for you now going into this season?
Yeah, I mean, I've always been a confident guy, but seeing something like that, someone you shared a running back room with for, even though it was COVID, it's still 1 year. I counted. Seeing his dreams come true is awesome. I'm super happy to see Zach with the Seahawks now, and reach his dreams because he was a hard worker, man. I saw the work that he put in, and now that he can reap what he sowed, it's amazing. So it was nice seeing Zach get drafted and so high.
You're next. We all know that. But tell me about what you do better than anybody else on the team. And it doesn't have to be football related. It could be singing, it could be dressing, it could be whatever it is.
What do I do better than everyone else on the team? Probably waking up early. I don't think no one can wake up as early as me every day, be consistent at it. It's just a mindset. Like I don't even need an alarm. It's oh, all right, I'm up. Let's attack it to the day. Some guys wake up, I couldn't get 10 more minutes of sleep. No one can outbeat me in waking up early.
What time we talking though?
It depends. In high school it was 3:34 because I had to drive to school, to Maryland every day. Now 5 o'clock. Maybe 4:30 some days. But I'm a morning person, but I'm an old man when it comes to sleep, man. I'm in bed by 9. I'm tired, by the end of the day, but I wake up pretty early.
Who's the best athlete either on the team or on the campus? Because you got a lot of good ones.
I would say last year, the Heisman of wrestling, Mason Paris. You got to give it to him. He won the Heisman of wrestling. We have some great athletes, man.
How was that environment actually, just to be around all the other athletes? Because I would imagine they push you to feel like you've got to be at your best all the time.
Oh, 100%. When you're around great people, in their sport and things like that, it pushes you to be great. You feel like, all right, he's doing great. I got to do great. It's just like anything else in the world, business world. It doesn't matter. If you see someone else doing great, you're like, rub some of that on me. Let me be great with you. And so, seeing so many great athletes on the Michigan campus is inspiring because, we're great at sports, and, when it comes to that degree, when it comes to that education, we're great as well. So Michigan overall is just a great university, man. I'm so glad I went there because, I've met some great people, great athletics, great education. You get the best of both worlds. It's amazing.
Who does the best impression of Coach Harbaugh? And can you let one rip for us?
Best impression. There's some talented guys on the team now. I've never seen someone do Coach Harbaugh. I've seen him do other coaches. I might do Coach Klink. But I don't think, you can do much of an impression on Coach Harbaugh because, Coach Harbaugh is Coach Harbaugh. That's what you get, And so I can't really think of anything that would, some type of impression on Coach Harbaugh. But during camp, we'll have like a talent show or something, and guys will start acting like coaches and stuff. It's hilarious.
Listen, man, just break out the khakis, see what happens.
That's true.
That's all I'm saying. Just break out the khakis.
It's blue khakis sometimes now. It's not always just the khaki color. It's blue. He goes back and forth a little bit.
Showing his versatility.
He's versatility.
I like that. He's a versatile guy.
Yes, sir.
So, all right, I've never been to Ann Arbor. We're going to be there this year. So I got to ask you a couple questions so I'm prepared when I go. Best or bucket list thing that someone has to do when they get to Ann Arbor is what?
Obviously go to the big house. I mean, that's the easy. As soon as you come into camp, you're like, damn, this thing's huge. I want to go in it. The big house has got to be on your bucket list. Or there's a graffiti alley with a bunch of paintings up on State Street. I like going there too. You can flick up, put a fit on or something, have someone flick you up, post it on the gram. You might want to do that too.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I'm gonna look good as you.
You might, man. You look
I'm
sharp.
I'm gonna try. I see. I'm gonna try to get to your level. I'm gonna see what I can do. What's the best class that you've taken at Michigan? I tell you, at Syracuse we had beer and wine appreciation. I don't know if you had that at Michigan, but that one was pretty good.
Probably the best class I've taken in my sport management career. Probably marketing. I like my marketing class. I forget what SM it was, SM2 or 3 something. I don't remember, but marketing. I'm a sport management maker. I like marketing. You can market yourself. There's so many things you can market. So, learning everything, it was good.
I can see it, man. You got that good sale. I can see it. You can show.
Gotta be good at sales, man.
You could showcase it, no doubt, no doubt. What's your favorite school tradition?
Probably, our fight song. Yeah, I love it. I love when everyone, starts singing the fight song, or, I don't know quite the song that they sing in the stadium, but it's around the third or fourth quarter. They'll play, what's that song called? I forget, but the whole stadium starts singing. That's amazing.
Yeah, that's fun, right?
You'll see it this year.
I can't wait.
It's amazing.
I can't wait. You got to tell me, where do I have to go to eat? Best place to eat on campus?
There's some good spots. A lot of people say Pizza House, Mr. Spots. You can go up on State Street and try some. Let's see, I like Night Steakhouse if you're looking for a good steak. If you try to eat healthy, maybe some Sweet Green. Sweet Green, pretty good. It all depends on what you're feeling. If you're feeling, Pizza House has everything. Yeah. They got a big menu.
So you're telling me you got Russell Wilson options, unlimited.
Unlimited. That's what I'm saying. Unlimited.
I love it.
There's some spots on there, man.